Before I can start giving people advice on their money, it's important that I understand what they're hoping to achieve in their life, what their values are, and what their purpose is. This is so I can make sure that they've got the right money coming on stream at the right time for everything they want to get done in the time that they've got left. In this 444, I'm sharing 4 techniques that I use, aside from the usual planning questions and exercises, to help people get a handle on their purpose and values and begin to understand the changes that they need to make so that they're living a life with more meaning and more happiness. Almost everyone I've ever started working with has no clue on what they need to get done. And why would they? They've probably never thought about it before. They come to me to sort out their pensions because they think they need to sort out their pensions, but they don't need me to sort out their pensions. Not really. People who go into a DIY store to buy a drill don't want a drill. Not really. They want a hole. But they don't want a hole. Not really. They want to put up a shelf. But that's not the real reason either. What they really want is somewhere to display the lovely family pictures from their recent dream holiday so they can be reminded of those wonderful memories for the rest of their life. That's why they want the drill. So the people who need me to sort out their pensions actually need me to sort out their income and retirement. And to do that, they need to know what they want their retirement to look like. And then they can work out what that retirement will cost them. And then, and only then, can I work my magic as to how they might achieve their ideal retirement income that will fund their ideal retirement. Most people I've worked with have no idea how to work out what they want their retirement to look like. You see, the only thing we bring to this world is our life force, and that's made up of our time, our energy, and our ability. And when we're working, we exchange one or more of those 3 things for money. But a life with more happiness emerges when we begin to exchange those 3 things, our time, our energy, and our ability, for meaning, not money. Einstein's definition of insanity is doing the same thing and expecting a different result. If you want to achieve something different, you need to do something different. Whatever got you here won't get you there. If you want to get there, don't do what got you here, because it won't get you there. It will only ever get you here. So here's the exercise. Look at everything you can see from where you are right now. Take 15 seconds and notice everything, particularly at the edges of where you can see to the left and the right. Now that you've done that, move. Move somewhere else. 2 or 3 meters away, stand up, stand on a chair, lie on the floor. Now take 15 seconds to notice everything you can now see that you couldn't see before. It's a long list, right? Just by moving a small amount, you get a new perspective. And with a new perspective, you can see things that you couldn't see before. And that's why people work with me. They don't work with me because they can't do it themselves. They work with me because I'm not them. And I can see things about them they simply cannot see about themselves. This gives them a new perspective. And when they look at their life from this new perspective, they'll see things that they couldn't see from where they were before they started working with me. Take someone in the public eye who you like, with the qualities you admire. Now notionally swap lives with them for a year. Let's say it's Elon Musk. You get his life, his job, his house, his cars, his bank accounts, and his responsibilities. And he gets yours. You commit to 12 months of this life swap. At the end of those 12 months, what sort of life does Elon come back to? How's Tesla, Twitter, and SpaceX looking? How's his bank account? Perhaps more importantly, is what are you coming back to after Elon's been in charge of your life for a year? Would things be the same? How would Elon have improved things personally, professionally and financially? Would Elon still be doing your role, or would he have got promoted? Would he have started up that business idea that you'd had? How much is in the bank? It's a bit of fun, but with a serious question. How has Elon done it? After all, he has the same 60 minutes in every hour that we have, the same 24 hours in every day, 168 hours in each and every week. It's not more time, it's better behaviours and being more effective. Focusing on the things that make the biggest difference first. Here's an idea for you to try. Write a list of what you want to happen in the next 12 months and rank them in order of priority from 1 down to whatever. Now cross out everything that isn't number 1. Every minute you spend on something other than your most important project is taking you further away from achieving your most important goal. Perhaps that's something you could try to apply to your own life. Draw a horizontal line. At the left-hand end, write your date of birth. At the right-hand end, draw a coffin. This line represents your life. Mark on the line where you think you are right now. How far along your lifeline are you? If you're like most people I work with, unless you have a history of early mortality in your family or you're a dyed-in-the-wool pessimist, it will look a little bit like mine, with a bit of a gap between now and the coffin. I use this to reinforce that life is finite. What if we only had a few years to live, or months, or days? What might we do differently? What things would move from someday to today? Now we all know we're going to die, but because we're busy here thinking about the past and strategizing for the future, we think this gap will go on forever. It will happen one day in the future. But that's not what's really happening. That's what's really happening. Renowned financial trainer and all-around Mr. Marmite, Paul Armisen, uses the analogy of a 2-week holiday to hammer this point home. And it goes something like this. Have you ever been on a holiday for a fortnight? 2 weeks, 14 days. Of course you have, right? Now, let's imagine you're going on holiday for a fortnight again. And let's say you're going from Saturday to Saturday for a fortnight. Now let's assume that the first Saturday is spent travelling. You get to the airport early, check in, flight, collect your luggage and transfer to your resort, check in to your room. You just spent the whole day travelling. You arrive in your hotel late at night and you're absolutely wiped out. You just want to go to sleep, get into bed and hit the sack. You know the feeling, right? Now, I don't know about you, but the next morning, Sunday morning, you wake up and what do you think? It's your first day of your holiday. What are you going to do? I've got a whole fortnight to enjoy myself. I've got 2 weeks to do the things I want to do while I'm away. Fantastic. And you go to do those things that you really want to do. And then I don't know if it's ever happened to you, but you get to Wednesday of the first week and you think to yourself, it's only Wednesday. I feel like I've been here forever, but it's only Wednesday. I've got loads of time to do all the things that I want to do whilst I'm here. And I've still got another week and a half to go. This is fantastic. And off you go and enjoy yourself. And then it's Saturday at the end of the first week. You've had 1 week and you think to yourself, it's only Saturday. I've still got another week left of this. I've only had 1 week and I've got another whole week to go. This is fantastic. But then all of a sudden, you're on the plane home. What happened to that second week? Where did it go? Now here's the thing. If you're over, say, 45, you're probably already in your second week. If you're over 50, you definitely are in your second week. This is what's really happening. We're hurtling through the universe at 17,000 miles a second on our lump of rock, and we're not coming back for a second go. Life is not a rehearsal. We all know we're going to die, but none of us think it'll be tomorrow. But for a few it will be tomorrow, and for them it'll be too late, and those someday things move into the never column forever. If you've got an issue, problem or dilemma, sprinkling some magic fairy dust can help. I keep some in a jar in my meeting room so it's always on hand should I need it. Here's how I use it. Suppose that tonight, whilst you're sleeping, something wonderful occurs. A pixie sprinkles magic fairy dust all around and a miracle happens. The problem you've been grappling with has been solved. When you get up in the morning tomorrow, how will you know that things have suddenly got better? What do you notice? And then I listen. As clients describe some of the issues that have disappeared with fairy dust, it gives them clarity as to what they need to do to move forward. And sometimes I change up the ending for people who are in a relationship. When you get up in the morning tomorrow, who would notice that things have suddenly got better? What would they see? How would that make them feel? And then I listen. As a couple of bonus bits for getting towards the end of this 444, always ask yourself this question when an opportunity comes your way. If you're saying yes to this new thing, what are you saying no to? Choices have consequences. And finally, stop saying yes to everything and start saying hell yeah or no. Hell yeah for something you really, really want to do. If it's not a hell yeah, it needs to be a no. And check out this 444 about 4 ideas that can set you up for success. Be intentional about how you spend your time. And remember, if you've not got a plan, you're part of someone else's. If you're not the star of your own movie, you're just an extra in someone else's. Until next time, take care.